Hey, what's up? It's Hoodie Allen, and you're watching Pop Entertainment.
You need that. We don't wanna believe that we can't make it to
I'm Hailey from Pop Entertainment, and today I'm here with Hoodie Allen.
Hi, Hailey. How are you?
I'm good. So currently you're on the Happy Camper Tour, and today you're playing the Electric Factory in Philadelphia. How does it feel to be playing in the city of brotherly love again?
It's great. I really always look forward to Philly. I went to college here, so I actually went to a bunch of shows here as a fan. So now that I've been able to play here, this is my third time playing Electric Factory. It's always surreal.
When you released your album Happy Camper, it peaked at #1 on the overall album charts on iTunes. Were you expecting this album to have so much success?
In terms of iTunes, I had very little expectation for it. I really didn't know what to expect because obviously I was very much promoting it as a free album too, and a sort of the fans' option on what they wanted to do. So the fact that enough people decided to buy it, that it actually charted like that, was a awesome surprise. I did not expect that.
When we arrived here today, we noticed a huge line of fans, some saying they've been here for over 2 days to be first in line. How does it feel to have such dedicated fans?
It's awesome. It's crazy. I worry for them sometimes. I'm like, hey, go get some sleep. Don't sleep outside. But the Instagram first in line has been a really fun thing. I've done that since 2012 really. So it's sort of just like a tradition at this point to reward the fan who's first in line. And I think just as the shows have gotten a little bit bigger, the first in line has become earlier and earlier. So yeah, the people who are today's Saturday, the people came Thursday night. So yeah, coming on 48 hours.
You and your opening act, Super Duper Kyle, have a close relationship. What is it like to be able to tour with your friend and perform with them every night?
It's great. We actually became a lot closer from this tour. We had known each other obviously because the rap world, especially our peers, is a small circle. But yeah, we got to make champagne and pools together, and then playing that every night on tour is it's a really fun moment for us, and it's great because it's especially one of the songs that I think everyone in the crowd, whether you came from me or you came as a Kyle fan or you came as both, everyone knows that song. So it's always a really nice moment.
You have a pretty big set list for this tour. Do you have a favorite one to perform?
Some of my favorite songs to perform on this tour are just songs that we haven't played in a while, like High Again, which we just haven't really traditionally had in our set list for a few years. So to bring that back is stuff like that is sometimes my favorite.
You have a really supportive fan base. How does it feel when you see familiar faces at the crowd in your shows?
It's great. I think that's one of the best parts for me is I can start to associate different people with different cities. So it's I know that I'm going to be in here today and I'm going to see this person, and maybe that's weird of me to know fans that well, but I don't know, something to look forward to.
Do you have any groups or artists you'd like to collaborate in the future with?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I'm a fan of so many people, so it's hard to limit it. But yeah, I mean, Justin Timberlake, what's good? Hit me up.
If you had to describe the Happy Camper Tour in 3 words, what would they be?
Can I curse?
Yeah. Sure.
Happy as fuck. Super duper happy.
How has your music evolved from the first time you started to now?
I mean, I think, I always really write from my own experience. So as my own experiences and go through different things in my life, I think the music sort of comes with it and shapes it differently. But if anything, I think I've just become maybe a stronger songwriter and more reliant on myself. When I started in 2009 or so, the mixtapes, a lot of it was sampled music. So the chorus would already sort of be built in there through the use of the sample. So just stuff writing my own hooks and song structure, stuff like that, I think has changed the most.
When you're on tour, do you still find time to get back to your creative roots and write music?
On this tour, I haven't really written anything because our day is just usually so jam-packed that or we're doing 5 shows in a week. So really when you're not on stage, you're sort of just taking that bit of downtime to make sure that you have your voice right and everything is good. But I do know that once I'm done with this tour in a couple of days, I'm going to get back in the studio and start working on the next album.
Good. What can you expect? What could your fans expect from you in the next coming year?
More music, and we're going to go to Europe in the end of the summer, so the European fans are going to get a Happy Camper Tour, and yeah, I want to put out another album this year, so I think that'll be the main focus.
Who would you consider to be your biggest inspiration and why?
I don't know. It's hard to pick like one single musical inspiration, but I would say I really grew up loving like the classic like New York hip hop era, and that like really inspired me to want to do rap rather than any other genre to begin with. So guys like Nas and Big Pun and Mos Def like were some of my favorite artists growing up.
For our last question today, do you have a message for your fans?
Don't do drugs. Oh, real message?
Yes.
My message to the fans is thank you for being so cool and supportive and allowing me to continue to tour and visit your cities and do this, because it's really the most awesome thing that I could possibly ask for. So thank you for that.
Okay, thank you. Once again, I'm Hailey from Pop Entertainment, and I'm here with Hoodie Allen.